So hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I have one special guest with me. So you will let to know about him a bit later. So let me introduce him. So he is currently in one of the largest MNC. So he has done his master from IIT Dhanbad in computer science. So he will let you know more about himself.
Hello everyone. I am thankful to Pradipto for uh, taking my interview, and I'll be happy to share my experience with you all.
So Dada, tell me about yourself, means your school life, your journey, and everything that you started out with. How you
Uh,
reached. uh,
so my name is Chiranjeev Bhaya, and I was born and brought up in a place called Sindri, which is in Dhanbad district.
Okay.
So in my childhood, I went to a famous school here in Dhanbad, which is Dinobi School. It is a Christian missionary school. So from my childhood till class 12, I studied in Dinobi School in Sindri itself. So, mm, so the school gave me a very good platform. It was a very good. I learned many things. The culture of the school was amazing. Besides academics, many others, moral values and all. So even the academics was very good. We had very good teachers in the school. So when I was in class 12th, I secured 96% in ISC class 12,
Okay,
and
okay,
I was the third topper in Dhanbad district.
okay, got it,
Mm,
got it.
So uh, then after that, I gave the joint entrance examinations. But yeah, from my school days, from my childhood, my passion was computer science. And nowadays, from the very beginning, people start from. I have heard that from class KG itself, they are starting computer. But in our times, we had from class 4, and slowly,
Uh,
slowly, like class 6, 7, we started programming. So I
uh,
was very much interested in programming from very beginning. Like it was amazing how you can whatever you're solving in maths, how can you can write a program to make a computer do that. And in our times, we did not have personal computers also at home.
yeah,
Like we used to go to cafes and all, or
cyber
whatever
cafe and all.
limited. Yes, yes.
Mm.
So I got my computer when I was in class 9. Right?
Okay, okay,
So it
okay.
was really very fascinating for me. And then even in plus 2, I continued with computers. So I was very good. Programming was my passion.
Okay.
So
So you
uh,
pursued computer science. For sure. You were sure
yes,
about pursuing computer science. That.
yes, yes, yes.
Mm. Okay.
Sure, in the sense, I was good in all the subjects only, like math, physics. So computer science, like what I felt that you can experiment with it. Whatever you study theoretically in other subjects, like suppose you're
Mm.
studying chemistry or physics, it is very difficult to experiment everything yourself unless you have those
Mm.
resources.
Mm.
So in
Absolutely.
computer science, what I felt that whatever you're studying, whatever it is, whether it is programming or like in lower classes, we study about various applications, Word, Excel,
Mm.
and all. So
Mm.
whatever you're studying, you can experiment it practically. So I like programming, like solving tricky questions in a very short lines of course.
Mm.
So
Yes.
uh,
Computer
in
is
what you
more of
yes,
computer
yes,
is
yes,
more of that application based, right? It's
yes, yes,
lesser of a
yes,
theory and more of the practice part. The more you
yes, yes, yes,
implicate your things,
exactly.
you get better at it.
So what used to have happen is when I was in class 11, 12, we used to have practical exams in computer.
Yeah.
So we used to be given one question. There were three questions. You have to solve any one question, and time was 3 hours. So to solve those questions in the exam, I used to take maximum 15 or 20 minutes. 3 hours question in 15 or 20 minutes. So the teacher used to laugh. He used to say that you can solve all the three questions. So I had a passion for computer science. Then uh, after that, I gave joint entrance exams. I qualified JEE mains also that time. From that year, I think the rule was before we had IEEE. From that year or previous year to that, they started JEE main and JEE advanced, and
Mm.
then West Bengal JEE as usual it was. So I secured good rank in JEE main also, But I was not getting computer science in NIT, so I decided to go to opt for West Bengal JE and choose computer science as engineering. I wanted to study computer science only because
Personally.
already I had a good foundation from my childhood, from my school days. So I wanted to pursue that
Your
as
option was pretty clear, right?
yes, yes, quite clear. It was quite clear.
So how is lockdown going? Means it's almost 3 months.
Lo-
3 months and 3.5
lo-
months now.
lockdown is lockdown is really, it has become a deadlock for us.
Absolutely.
Uh,
Very challenging because we
become-
are mostly
it is very
outside our home. Yeah. Mostly
yes,
out.
yes.
Hmm.
Actually, what happened is we were having our holidays for holy vacation.
Yeah.
So 1 week holiday, we did not know that anything of this sort would happen. So
Hmm.
we came home from the hostels. I came home on 6th March, and then when we were supposed to go back, then we got mails from director and institute that lockdown is first it started with 21 days. So we expected okay after 21 days we'll get done, but then now it has really become a deadlock, and I don't know when we'll get out of this. So
Hmm.
everything is uncertain. So I am at home only since so many days.
Hmm. Almost 90 days, 100 days. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
Luckily, you didn't go back. Otherwise, it would have been cause some trouble.
No, no, actually, in our college, a director asked everyone to go back to home. Who all was staying, everyone was instructed to go back.
Hmm.
When the orders for lockdown came, within 2 3 days, everyone was instructed to go back to their respective.
So, how was the engineering experience? Means we all love, means what we choose if all based on our 11th and 12th exposure of our subject, right? But engineering is completely different. Means quite a lot different from the 11th and 12th. So, how was that experience? Means getting into the first year and uh, getting some association with the curriculum and all. How was your experience about that?
See, what happens in 11 and 12 is you have one complete year for studying these subjects, but engineering is a semester-based system.
Mm.
You have 5 subjects, 5 theory papers, 5 or 6, and then some practical papers. And in computer science, what I've seen is there is very less correlation among the subjects. Like you study something in the first year, you don't
Mm.
need those subjects anymore, like engineering, physics, and all. So it is engineering is bit more challenging than uh, other uh, other fields where you have to focus on a single subject and all. So it was initially it took time for me to get into the track how to study and all. But fortunately, I had studied whatever I had studied in computer science. The computer science paper were interesting because from I had studied till class 12. It went on as a continuation. Then we learned coding and all, exposed to some new subjects in computer science, some theoretical aspects of computer science and all. So it was quite interesting for me and challenging as well.
Uh, got it, got it. And mostly what I feel that in 11th and 12th, what we mostly experience is the theory portion is much more than what we get to in engineering, because theory is not of such great use in engineering, because mostly we need to deal with real life problems and applications, and they are mostly used. So it's quite unusual who doesn't associate with these challenges. They face quite a bit challenge. Otherwise, if one can see out this transition from a theory based curriculum to a mostly application based curriculum, they do fine, I think.
No, what I think is in computer science, especially, there are two aspects. One is the theoretical computer science part, which is more of mathematical type. Okay, so if you want to go for research and all, you have to have strong theoretical concepts also, because without that,
Absolutely.
you cannot implement anything. And obviously, practical is important, equally important, because unless you implement, suppose you have some ideas, you have some algorithms, some mathematics part you think you can input in computer science. So unless you can input, you have coding skills or practical skills related to that, you cannot experiment and you cannot do anything.
Mm.
So actually, even in research, what happens that if you write something, you think it is very strong theoretically, but unless you can show the practical use and practical implementation of it, it becomes less interesting.
Okay, got it, got it, got it. So why GATE? Means you were in quite a different college. Means you could have easily got into means IT companies. You can go anywhere. Although the product-based companies that visit very less in mostly our colleges that we used to study. But why GATE? Means why what drive through GATE? What driven you to GATE?
See, what I felt is if you do something passionately, you should have a platform to show your talent. Like
Absolutely.
suppose you want to play cricket, you need a national level or something like that. Like you are very good in playing cricket, but if you keep on playing in the streets, no one will recognize your talent. You need a platform for that. So I saw that Gate is a platform where I can go for higher studies, or maybe where I can assess myself as well, and it will lead to a better future. And yes, it is correct that very few companies, mostly product-based companies, don't come to like colleges
Mhm.
which are not of higher levels like IITs and all. So actually, uh, that was my first idea, and then mostly what I saw is uh, I study something in 4 years of engineering, and if I do such a job in rest of the lives where there is no
Yeah,
implementation, where I
application.
cannot
Yes,
implement,
absolutely.
so it will make the work very boring.
Mm. So, guys,
So
for your
I saw
information,
that
mm. For your information, guys, Dada have done his BTech from GCECT, like Government College of Engineering and Textile Technology, Sirampur, right?
yes, yes,
Yes.
yes.
So it is a government
So
college. For those of you don't know.
so yes, GATE is a good opportunity for everyone. If you want to assess yourself, where you stand, what you have done in 4 years, I think GATE is a good platform, and then it will give you a number of opportunities. If you want to go for service, PSUs are there, you can go for that. And obviously, for higher education, you can if you want to go somewhere. So GATE is the exam which will open the gate for your future.
Absolutely, absolutely. Also, what I think that mostly what we definitely we mostly we miss out on IITs because it's highly competitive. We go through JEE. When we go through JEE, it's highly competitive. So GATE gives you another opportunity to try your luck to IITs, and if you work a bit hard,
Yes, yes.
if you work a bit hard, you can definitely get into some top IITs or even
The
NIT.
problem with students is, yes, the problem with students is we do not know what to do ahead. Like everyone knows, after class 11, 12, you have to give JEE exams if you want to go for engineering, or AIMS and exams for NEET and all if you want to go for medical. But
Mhm.
suppose you don't get into that college which you want to. But so there are opportunities besides that also. You can go for GATE. If you get good rank in GATE, again you can pursue masters in good IITs or good colleges, which are better. Actually, what I understood after coming to IIT is there is a lot of difference between a state government college and the standard of IITs. There is a lot of difference,
Mhm.
and the gap is huge. It is not a small gap. There is a huge gap in terms of culture, in terms of academics, in terms of research, obviously. If you want to become completely proficient with a subject, I think once you must. It is obviously a very good opportunity. It is very fortunate. Even in through GATE also, very few people get into IITs.
Yeah,
The competition is equally high, but
absolutely.
it is a privilege. It is a privilege to study in IIT,
Mhm.
and it is a one-time opportunity in life.
Yeah. Totally agree. But why you chose IIT Dhanbad? Because you had a quite a different rank, like you had 1702. Even if you you opted for some other counseling measures, then you could have easily got into some other IITs as well. other top IIT as well. Although IIT Dhanbad is one of the top IITs, no doubt, but you could have also got into top 5 IITs if you had waited a bit late for counseling, I think. So why you
No,
choose
actually,
IIT Dhanbad?
actually, according to my rank, what I saw is there were many factors. Okay, I could have maybe tried for the others, but generally counseling is a very hectic process. Like many IITs, you have to go for interviews, and I'm not saying that you should avoid that. Obviously, it is going to be if you get, but I was not sure shot to get those IITs. And if you consider the new IITs, IIT Dhanbad has a better rank than new IITs which are coming up.
It comes for one
And
of the top
moreover,
7 IITs. Top
yes,
7
yes,
IITs,
yes.
it definitely comes through.
And one more advantage I had that it is very close to my home.
Absolutely.
So that was a personal advantage for me. And there were many other options also, like I could have tried for MS, which is a 3 years course in this one. 3 years course. It is more research oriented. In some IITs, they provide IIT Madras, IIT Chennai. Then there are options for direct PhD also. After BTech, you can opt for direct PhD without MTech. So those opportunities in IIT Madras and all, some colleges they provide. But then eventually I thought that okay, this is a good opportunity, and IIT Dhanbad is because I stay here. I have known that even before it got the tag of IIT, it was ISM. The
IFM
computer
Dhanbad.
science department was quite strong, and it always produced very good results in terms of placements and everything.
Yeah, it also have an advantage because it's one of the old IITs, very old IITs. After IIT Kharagpur also, I think it was first Indian School of Mines Dhanbad. Then it was for mining engineering.
Yes, yes,
Mostly it
yes.
was famous, and it was
It
also
was
mentored by.
it was specifically
Hmm,
specifically for mining department, mining and related
hmm,
branches. And computer science started in '99
hmm,
in ISM. That time it
hmm.
was ISM Dhanbad.
Yeah.
And then recently it got upgraded to IIT. Even
IIT,
when it
IIT.
was ISM, when it was ISM, the selection of students used to be from JE Advanced and
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
exams which are equivalent to IIT. So,
Absolutely. So how was the experience from IIT Dhanbad? Means how was the life there? We all
uh,
are interested in knowing that.
yes, yes. Actually, see, studying in an IIT is really is going to be one of the most memorable moments of your life. You won't forget it at any time. So when I got into ISM Dhanbad, IIT ISM Dhanbad, then I did not know much. Like it was completely new surprise. It was which was going to be a unrevealed before. So basically, I did not know. I had heard that okay, you get good placements when you go to IITs. The level of teaching and academics are a lot different from these normal colleges. So, okay, some expectations I had, but I did not expect that it would be that different. So, I got into IITs, then we got into the hostels and all. We were given 1 week time to explore the campus. After that, our academics would start. So everything was very systematic, contrary to other colleges where you don't have these systems and all. The rules and regulations are very strict. You cannot break the rules or you cannot disturb others. So that is something good. At least you have peace of mind. You can do everything. If you are okay with the system, you can do it. There will be no one to disturb you. So getting into ISM Dhanbad, the campus is wonderful. It is just like a whole town in itself, if you get. And there, the culture is totally different from other places. Say in IITs, you will see everyone talking about research or studies or academics. You will see professors in canteens with their students having tea and talking about research. You'll see
Quite
all
a
these
different
things. So
experience.
yes, it is completely different. Even when people are walking to their hostels in lifts and staircases, they will be discussing about academics and whatever is being taught and all. So it is completely, people are more focused on studies, and you have a lot of opportunity for extracurriculars also. There are a lot of clubs which are well organized, and the advantage with IITs is that they get lot of funds from the government for holding. Fests are amazing. You won't get such fests. We had 2 or 3 fests a year. So they are really a good time to enjoy. It is a closed campus, so inside the campus you have all the facilities, from foods, whatever food you want to eat, to all the basic facilities you have.
Yeah.
You are free to be with your friends. Then we have an amazing library in ISM, IIT. So this is one of the biggest libraries in Asia.
No,
So
yeah, absolutely.
you
With
have
1.5
all
lakh books, I think 1.5 lakh books and
yes, yes,
journals. It's the one of the
yes,
largest libraries in Asia.
yes, yes.
Mm.
So if you go to library, it's a wonderful place to study. Then departments are amazing. You have lot of facilities, high speed internet, and all. So the system is there to take care of everything. Only what you have to do is focus on your studies, enjoy your life, whatever co-curricular activities you want to pursue, whatever extra things you want to learn to develop your personality. It is really amazing. It will give you a very nice platform.
And for
So
complete
for me, yes,
holistic development, if provided through
yes,
IIT.
yes, 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 exactly.
It's a one-time experience for those
Yes,
who get
really.
into it.
Everyone misses it. We also miss because of this lockdown. We miss the last days, which were going to be like farewell and
Yeah, yeah,
all,
yeah.
the most exciting graduation time. Unfortunately, we missed all these. I don't know what will happen.
Yeah, it's quite an alarming time right now. It's going on. It's very serious. So, yeah.
Yes, yes.
Mm.
So the overall experience was really nice for me.
Mm. So, how was the life after IIT? Means before you join IIT, you don't means therefore humor that you don't have that much worth. But after doing a degree from IIT, suddenly your worth, obviously among the peers, among some relatives also, your worth gets really increased by some factor.
Yes, yes,
So if it true,
yes,
if
yes,
it true.
yes. It is completely true. Yes, it is true. So it is not only IIT gives you a tag, but it
Mm,
is not only that tag.
absolutely.
The environment, the pressure of studies, everything changes you.
Yeah.
That means it is not only the glamour that you have to see, but also the
Yeah.
pressure that you have to bear.
Yeah,
There is
apparently the glamour comes first, then you see out the struggles and everything, the hard work that one needs to
yes,
put
yes,
into
yes.
to get IT.
Gener- Generally, people see the glamour; they
Ah,
don't see the hard work. But the hard work is
immense.
tremendous
Okay,
compared to.
okay.
Even you need to work very hard to crack the gate exams, but for surviving in IIT, you have to work even harder,
Mhm.
many times harder than that.
Mhm. So
That
therefore
is
you, yeah. So therefore rumor that means like among the professor, although it's a rumor, I don't know if it's true or not, that the BTech students from IITs are given more preference to professors than the MTech students. Means means they consider the professors, they are consider the BTech students a bit more superior, and they gave a lot of tough competition to the master fellows. So, do you agree with that, or is it a complete rumor?
see, BTech people, when you come to IIT with GATE,
Mm,
if you see in terms of your intelligence or your skills or your knowledge in that particular subject, since you have qualified GATE, you have more IQ than BTech students in that particular subject. Okay, but the problem is with not with the IQ, but with the EQ. That is the emotional quotient and social quotient with the BTech people have. So since they are studying in IIT for 4 years, and as I told you, there is a lot of pressure, and also there are a lot of activities like clubs and all. So that gives you an all-round personality development, which the BTech people develop more. They have more skills like leadership skills, speaking
mm,
skills,
mm,
organizing events and all. So those skills gives an additional advantage to BTech people. Otherwise, if you think in terms of like academic knowledge and all, I think MTech students are equally competent because you have to give GATE exam and you have to have a very good rank in GATE exam to get into IITs. So,
mm.
and even the pressure is equally, the pressure of studies for MTech students is more than that of BTech students. And if you think professors, I think it is the other way around. Professors give more importance to MTech students because you have, in our times, we had 1 year of time for research, one complete year for coursework and one complete year for research. So when you are with the professor for one complete year, then obviously you are more interacting with the professors and all. So you become more close to the professors. BTech people, they have projects, but those projects are not of so long duration or of so much credits than compared to MTech students.
Mm. For what?
So opportunities are equal for BTech and MTech students as well, but you have to be competent. Within 1 year, you have to understand the atmosphere of IIT, how to study and all. It takes time. It will take 6 months to 1 year to understand. But once you are competent, you are equal with the BTech students. There is no issue.
Mm. So also one thing that they get a lot of time than the MTech students, so they get the luxury of time to explore the different facilities which the MTech students don't get. I think so. That's why there's a gap in the skills that you are saying, that holistic skills that they gain. So
Yes, yes,
that's
yes.
the gap
They
which
have
creates.
4 years. First year is general for everyone. You have to study all the subjects and all. From
Mm.
second year onwards, you get into the respective department.
Yeah. Yeah.
So because the level of studies is completely different in IITs than that in other colleges.
Yeah.
So to come up with their level and to their standards, obviously they have also qualified JE advanced and they have come into IITs. So to come up with that level and that standards, if
Bit
you are
challenging.
competent enough, there
Yeah.
is no issue.
Yeah.
Actually, the co-curricular activities and your soft skills matter more in this case than your knowledge, because obviously you are MTech student, you have more knowledge than BTech students in your respective subject.
Absolutely. So what I think what one question that is very evident, that you could have also started your musical journey, like you have a bit I see your social media status that is filled with the musical activities that you do in IIT Dhanbad. So and it's really amazing that what you do. So did you think of an alternative career for, apart from what it was more of an hobby, like that let it go around along with my studies and academics, I will manage it everything. So how
Yes,
was the musical career?
actually, my entire family
Yeah.
is a musical family. So
Mm-hmm.
my father plays tabla, my mother sings. So
Mm-hmm.
my father by profession is a doctor,
Yeah.
but music is a hobby. Similarly, I learned music from childhood because it was in my home, and many people come to learn music. So from the very childhood itself.
Mm-hmm.
So I have learned Indian classical music properly. I have since childhood, and it is not only in IIT. Even when I was in school, I used
Yeah.
to participate in all programs.
Mm-hmm.
So IIT gave me a platform
Platform.
that here people recognize, and here you have a number of events. Almost every day, some or the other event is going on. So there is no deficiency of stage to perform.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever some event used to happen, because I got a recognition that I can perform as well, I used to get calls from, like, whenever some events happen, I used to get opportunity to perform, and
Mm-hmm.
it was a very
Absolutely.
nice experience.
The cultural events are quite it's very drastically different from what we experience in our colleges. It's totally different. It's a whole new platform that you get at
Yes,
IITs.
yes. Actually, what happens is in government colleges and all those, you don't get that platform to participate. People don't recognize unless people recognize uh, your talent. Like
Mm.
I pursue classical music, so if people don't understand classical music, they cannot enjoy it. That is one thing. But in IITs, you get that platform. You have all sorts of programs. It is not only classical music is relevant here. You have DJs and fests also where
Mm.
like light music and all is there. but there are people to appreciate your talent in IITs,
Mm.
and it's prevalent. So you get a big stage for everything. It is not only academics, but in these things also you get a big stage. People from all over the places, they come to see your performance and all. So it is good. So pursuing music, still it is a hobby only, but I practice regularly. It is
Yeah.
not something very easy. It is as challenging as any other academic or especially classical music. So it also
Absolutely.
requires lot of training and practice also. So still it is a hobby, and it helps to keep your mind fresh, and it helps in your academics also.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it.
Yes,
Yeah. So in IIT, what you feel is that your talent is not unrecognized. It's if not left
yes, yes,
unrecognized. Yeah. So if
yes,
you
yes.
have talent, you
If you
will get
can,
the platforms to showcase it.
yes, yes, yes. That is what we see. So many IITians, apart from pursuing careers in engineering only, they go for like there are many who have become actors, writers, journalists, politicians. So they go in all dimensions.
Writers
So
also
for
in many
everything you have,
many.
yes, yes. There are clubs in IITs for everything, and you see amazing talent in those.
Mm.
You have a literacy club, poetry clubs, and all those. Even the elections, students' elections which happen. It is
Mm.
not a political election. It
Yeah,
is
it's more of a.
among the students.
Mm.
There is no political influence in IITs, but still it gives the platform to show their leadership skills and all. So it IIT gives you, even in sports there are some people who are excellent in sports and they are in IITs. So you get all
Opportunities.
facility.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the most awaited question means how was the MTech experience from IIT Dhanbad? Your research experience and everything, means the workflow and the experience with the professors and everything. So how do you brief that?
First of all, I said that when I got into IITs, we had internship opportunities. So I was surprised with when I came from my BTech college. In my
Mm.
BTech also, I had got job opportunity in one of the companies. But
Mm.
my wish was to pursue higher
Pursue
studies
studies.
and to get better opportunities. I got placement there also. So I cracked GATE, and then even I got offers from one of the PSUs also for interview. But
Okay, okay.
I had already taken admission in IIT Dhanbad, so I thought, okay, let's go ahead with masters. So within a few
Mm.
days, we heard that companies would be coming for internship placements, and we thought, okay, we had expected around same experience which we had in our BTech, but
Okay,
to
okay.
our surprise, the companies were very different. And
Different.
like as a computer science student, whatever companies you can dream of, they would be coming to hire you. So it was more of a shock than a surprise for us. And yes, we were a bit afraid also, like coming from a college, it has only been a few days, you are into IIT and companies are coming to hire you. What would happen and not? So then I went through the procedures for internship. Then what I found was the process was quite tough compared to those we have in BTech.
Okay.
Like
From the first
the
semester
coding now.
only. From the first semester only you get the internship offers.
Yes, yes, yes. Like we had our classes from July 31st. Our classes started,
Okay.
and around the mid of August or towards the end of August, within
Mm.
these days only, companies started coming and they will start to recruit you for internships.
Got it.
So compared to BTech, like we had to pass the coding rounds and all. The questions were very standard, but I enjoyed because I said I was good in programming, and that in my school
Really
days,
passionate.
that helped me. Like those things in BTech did not matter. Means those talents did not come out in my BTech college, because there you don't have challenges to. If you don't have challenges, you will not enjoy solving those. So
Mm.
here the questions are here. The procedure of this one internship recruitment was quite tough. And yes, they give you good opportunities, also a very good stipend if you get into internships. So I cracked the internship of a good MNC company, and then I had the opportunity to work there in my summer break after the first year. It was a
Okay.
wonderful opportunity.
So you
So
got the
you get the
PPO.
internship.
After you got the internship, you get the PPO, right? In if the
No, no, it's
company
not like
gives.
that. You have to work. You have to work in the company. They will assess your
Okay, okay,
performance and all,
okay,
and they may have more interviews also.
okay.
So after that, you get pre-placement offers and all. So
Mhm.
I cracked internship opportunity in the first round itself. So
Mhm.
it is not that if you don't get in first round, it is the end of it. Internships go on all through the year. Even placements go on all through the year.
Okay.
So I cracked this one.
Mm.
After that, academics were challenging. Yes.
Mm.
So in the first semester, it was challenging for me as well because the style of teaching and all it is completely different from what you have in the BTech colleges. And all.
Okay, okay.
So, uh, miss, if you study like that, it's not going to be of any use. So you
Oh,
have to
sure.
work. You have to work very hard. You have to work very hard.
Mhm.
So first year, yes, and there's one more thing. You get stipend. This one when you pursue MTech, but you have to maintain a minimum CGPA to continue your stipend. If it goes below that, then
So don't
you
get
won't
the
be getting funding.
stipend.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So to maintain that GPA and all, it is really a very hard work. So
Mm.
first 6 months, yes, first 6 months time for me. Then I understood how to cope up with the academics. So it the performance went on increasing as the time passed. Then after first year, after we completed our coursework, we went for internship. I went for internship. Coming
Mm.
back, I got PPO, so I had complete 1 year to pursue my research. I got a very good opportunity, and here professors are really amazing. They are all research oriented. So even if you see the statistics of IIT ISM Dhanbad, the research output is very good. So I worked with my professor for complete 1 year, and I got to one of my papers has been published in IEEE Communication Letters also. It is
Oh,
a great, it is a very big honor to publish a journal paper in your MTech. That also in a reputed journal like IEEE. IEEE is
mm-hmm.
one of the most reputed
Yeah,
journals
yeah,
in computer science, and I am still carrying on with the research works. Some other papers also I have written. They are under review, and hopefully I'll get the results soon.
yeah.
So research is also amazing. The professors will make you work very hard. Day and night they'll make you work hard, but you'll enjoy the work. If you enjoy the work, you can have very good results. Hard
If
work
you
will.
are quite comfortable with the coding portion in your BTech, I think mostly people will understand the concept that they will teach, right?
Yes, coding is very important. Coding
Yeah.
is very important. Like
Mhm.
what happens is when people focus for gate, they don't work hard on the coding part. Means they neglect it. Now, if you come to an IIT without coding skills, it is going to be very difficult to survive.
Yeah. So, bro, do you think that competitive coding skills are also quite helpful in IIT for pursuing MTech? Means they help a lot to develop the programming skills that you need.
Actually, you need competitive coding skills only. Like whenever companies come, they will have high standards of questions, and they are more like highly competitive coding skills. And here, yes, BTech people, since they are studying from first year here, they have very good coding skills. Even they have coding clubs and all
Mm.
sessions are there. So if you want to compete with them, you need to have good competitive coding skills as well.
Okay, okay. Got it. Got it. So your future plan for 2 months pursue the research options and do it that only. You are opting for that only, right?
Till now that only. But what I want is to pursue a good career in research. Like I have got a good platform, the work which I am doing research on. So I'm basically working on DNA computing. DNA computing is a very futuristic computing. It is going to be like it is a post quantum computing paradigm. Like after quantum computers come into reality,
Okay.
some years maybe 30, 20, 30 years later, we'll have DNA computers with us. So recently, if you search that, Microsoft has recently developed a DNA computer. So it is going to be the future of computing. So my research interest is on that topic itself, and I am getting very good results. It is very interesting for me. So I want to continue my research, and obviously, yes, you get good opportunities if you do good research.
Mm-hmm.
Research is very interesting as well.
Yeah. Yeah, mostly the BTech people, what they do if that they neglect that part and they mostly focus on getting jobs and they're done with it. So, do you think that higher studies play a crucial role in modern times now? So, when the higher study, the demand of the higher studies, what it was earlier, now it's more increasing and it will keep on increasing. So, do you think like that?
See, higher studies is a personal choice, which I think. If
Mm-hmm.
you don't want to study, if you don't have the energy to study, and if you go with the trend that since everyone is doing, or anything, if you don't have interest and if you simply go with the trend, it is not going to benefit you at all.
Absolutely.
So generally, what happens is people who want to pursue higher studies, people who want to explore more, especially who want to do research, they go for higher studies in India, in abroad as well. So it is
Mm-hmm.
completely a personal choice. Now, see, if you compare streams like MTech, MTech is not completely research oriented. Also, it is not completely job oriented. Also, it is not that if you do MTech, you have to go to research or you have to go for job. You have both the options.
Amalgamation of
It
both.
gives you both. Yes, yes, yes.
Mm.
So it is a personal choice after all, whether you want to pursue higher studies or not. But yes, if you want better opportunities in life, better exposure, better platform, higher
Mm.
studies is always higher studies in a good place in a stream where you have interest. It is obviously a plus point.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Mm. So means what do you think that the PFU for after pursuing computer science there are few people that opt for PFU. So do you think that PFU offer that much opportunities that what after doing an MTech or an MS program from IIT if you don't get that type of exposure or growth in life as per me. So what's one your opinion on that?
See, PSUs is like if you want a secured life, job security, you go for
Mm,
PSU, you will get a good salary and all.
mm,
But I am not sure how much of your skills you will be able to expose.
mm,
Then again, it is a personal choice. People who want to have secured jobs and all.
mm,
PSU is obviously it is a very good opportunity.
mm,
But current scenario, we can't say anything.
mm,
If you have higher degrees like MTech and all, always you can switch from job
what-
life to academics and vice versa. That is one advantage you have, which you won't have if you go to join jobs directly from Big Tech.
mm. And mostly now the PFUs are not under quite means it's not that it's completely privatized, but mostly the future of the PFUs look forward to get to privatization. So it's not that like you get a very secure life even after getting into PFU. You need to work hard
Yes,
there
yes,
also.
yes. Things are changing. Things
Changing.
are changing
Yeah.
with time. So mainly people had that aim that they'll have a secured life after
They will not have
getting
to
into
work when
PhD.
get a fixed
Yes, yes.
salary, work
There are
less.
some people. There are some people who like to work hard to keep their talents updated.
Mhm.
Some people want to have secured life.
Yeah.
So it is after all, it is a personal choice more or less.
So, bro, do you think that means the computer science already before COVID also it was a quite booming industry, but after the COVID-19, will it face more boom? Means it will come with more boom. So, what's your opinion on that? post COVID?
See, now everything is uncertain. Even IT industries, you can see, they are also at setback. Big companies are also at setback.
Mm.
But yes, it is the only industry which has not gone under much loss, like unlike other industries.
Mhm.
Like if you compare airline industries and
Aviation industries,
manufacturing industries,
yeah,
they have
completely.
undergone a huge amount of loss compared to IT industries.
Mhm.
Now, so yes, we have opportunities. Uh, IT industry is going to be more or less
Future.
stable. It is going. Obviously, everyone has a loss in this COVID pandemic time, but compared to other industries, IT industry is at bit less risk. I won't say that it is going to boom, or I don't have much idea about it or much expectation, but I think it is going to be more stable as compared to other industries.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Mm. Mm. So, means why for your suggestion that why one should opt for higher studies? Means what's the difference that one get after pursuing higher studies? What's the benefit that one gets, like doing an a BTech program versus doing an MTech program or an MS program or even pursuing PhD? Means what's the benefits of getting into that? Because it takes a lot of time and effort also. So it must give some benefits also. Yeah, if indeed it gives, but what are those benefits? I like to know it from you.
Uh, See, if you are doing BTech from a college which is not of tier one college like IITs or central government institute like ISC or triple IITs, if you, ISC doesn't have BTech program like
Mm-hmm.
central government institutes which are of tier one colleges.
Mm-hmm.
Then, if you want to upgrade your skills, if you want to be as competent as students of those colleges, you have to pursue higher studies, and really, it will change your life completely. That is true. Both it will help to develop your personality,
Got it.
and obviously, academics. You will learn a lot of things. You will learn actually how whatever you study in your higher studies, you will be. It is said
Practical.
master, so you will actually be master in those subjects
No.
as compared to what you studied in BTech. And then obviously you have to have some industry experience and research experience as well. So
Mm.
if you have like internships, you get good internship opportunities in IITs and besides that you'll get good research opportunities as well working on. So if you have research paper, if you are that means you have a if you are able to write a research paper on some subject, that means you have full command on the subjects and you are aware of what things are going on in that subject.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously PhD, you get a doctorate degree. That is obviously you can if you pursue PhD, you'll have wide range of opportunities. You can work in big research labs, or you can pursue your career in academics. So obviously, in case of computer science specifically, I think if you want to learn computer science completely, you should go for at least masters, if not PhD, at least masters you should have. Then you can understand the complete spectrum of the subject and master the subject.
Okay. Got it. Got it. Means it also one thing that mostly people do MTechs if for the placement perspective. So do you think that yeah, we all know that the placement from IIT are top notch, but do you think that do you feel that getting placements after doing a master from IIT is quite easier compared to what we do a BTech from a three-tier college?
See, if you compare three-tier college to tier one college, obviously the brand of IIT will help you. That is no doubt. Like
Mm.
colleges which visit IITs and tier one colleges, they don't. The companies won't visit tier three colleges and all. So, see, talent is all yours, but you need a tag also behind.
Yeah.
So yes, IITs give, but on the same hand, it is equally more competitive as compared to what you have in BTech. In BTech, you will be competing with your friends and classmates for placement who are of that same standards. In masters, you will be competing with friends and classmates who are of that standard, as well as with BTech people
BTech.
for
Yeah.
placements.
Got it.
So yes, opportunities you get a lot more opportunities. It counts, and it is not that very easy, but yes, there is advantage. IT gives you that tag. It is advantageous.
Mm. It gives you the feather on the cap, right? Even after you
Yeah.
get a lot of knowledge, but the tag absolutely it matters.
Yes, yes, yes.
Mm.
And the hard work that you have to do that counts
Mm.
when you are from IT.
Mm. Got it, got it. So, what shall be your tips to a BTech? Means I am currently in first year. Means I am going to be in second year. So, what are your tips mostly to pursue that? Mostly, our dream is to pursue that. The most computer science students have a dream to pursue somewhat some degree from either we all started our engineering career from IITs. So we didn't get it because of the means competition, obviously, but also we have that amount of means desire that we must also pursue some degree from IIT. So what will be your tip in success tips to a youngster like me or any other second year student to pursue GATE and then after joining the MTech?
See, there is no end of opportunity in today's world.
Mm,
Now, internet has connected us so much that there is no end of opportunity in any way.
mm,
Even wherever you are studying, there are many things which you can do. Like many people don't know. Like every IT has summer internship,
mhm.
so it doesn't matter from which college you are. Uh, if you are working, you can apply for summer internships and you can work with the professors of IIT for 2 months. I think they have 2 months program. It depends on the
Yeah,
programs and all.
one
So
to
that
two
will
months.
give you a nice, yes, yes.
Mm,
So that will give you nice internship opportunities as well. Now, moreover, higher studies or job, that is, I think, more of a personal choice. But yes, you should try for GATE. It gives you, see, whatever you score in GATE, that is different thing. But the preparation will make you learn those subjects in a different manner. You will be
right.
completely thorough with those subjects. If
Mhm.
you don't aim for that, like it is not only for cracking one specific exam, it is for complete understanding of the subjects, and it will help you in your placements as well. It is not that if you prepare for GATE, you are ignoring the placement part. It's not that. So it is both way. So yes, we should try for GATE.
Mm,
It will give you a platform to test yourself, analyze yourself as well, and then obviously higher studies are there. So whatever you want to do, it is that from first year itself or from whenever you have those specific subjects
mm.
along with your theory papers, you should prepare in such a, we should prepare very thoroughly. And in internet we have lot of resources, there are a lot of lectures.
Yeah.
So that is getting resources is not a big issue
Problem.
in this time.
Mm, mm,
Yes, it is not a big problem. But
mm,
yes, we have to work hard. There is no substitute to hard work in any way. So for GATE, if you start preparing early, it is an advantage for you if you want
mm,
to get GATE. Whatever subjects are there for GATE and there for your semesters as well, prepare them simultaneously. It will help you in both ways for getting good grades in your semester as well as for your GATE exam, and it will add to your knowledge as well. And when you have placements in your fourth year, it will help you there also, because ultimately they will be asking the same questions from those basic subjects in for placement interviews.
mm, mm, mm.
So start working hard from beforehand and be very thorough. And yes, there is no substitute for hard work. You have to keep on working hard. There's no substitute for that.
Mm, absolutely. Absolutely. So the last thing that what I need to know that so after before IIT you had I think what you had was a completely different setup, and now what you have more lot more exposure, lot more people know you. Also you know a lot. You come to exposure with lot of more people, lot more influence people. Like the peer groups are quite high in IIT compared to what we get in our colleges. Also the like-minded people, they are mostly like-minded people. What we want to do mostly they have also their high goals and high ambitions. So what will be your tips that mostly we tier 3 students what we have that the peer groups that are not that much accompanied with all the things that all the resources that we that are available to us, they're not acquainted with those sorts of things. So how shall one keep them isolated from the those type of people and keep them motivated to work hard and eventually pursue whatever the successful pathway that they want? So what will be your advice
See,
to them?
there is a saying that you become the average of the five people you stay with.
Hmm.
So yes, peer group is very important. Now
Yeah.
it is, if you have high ambitions, it is not that in IITs also you have all like-minded people. Okay, so the situation is more or less same everywhere. Whatever peer groups, yes, it is difficult to find like-minded people. So you have to be self-motivated and yes, keep away from distracting people. If you find someone distracting, thing is that if you're completely focused, the more focused you are towards your ambition, then people, those type of people will automatically move away from your life, and you will come in touch with like-minded people. Now, social media and all are very active nowadays. People are very active in that, so you will find like-minded people who are pursuing those things, and if you interact with them, what they're doing, you can learn a lot from them. And yes, like for my case, I used to be very close to my professors even in BTech also, and obviously in MTech as well. So I am more close to professors, and like here now in MTech also, I'm more close to professors and research scholars who I am working with. So it happens automatically. Whatever you want to find, it is said birds of feather flock together. So similar people, yes, there are people who have high ambitions everywhere. You can form groups and you can work, but eventually self motivation, and you should believe in yourself that what you are doing is correct. There will be doubts when you start something. Even when I started MTech here, I had doubt whether I would be able to survive in this environment or not. When I started internship in MNC company, there I saw that people are of even higher standards. People have come from all different parts of the world, IIT Bombay, IIT Delhi, all top institutes of the country. They have come, some even from foreign institutes also. So
Okay.
I had that doubt whether I'll be able to survive or not. That doubt you will have when you start doing. When you prepare for GATE, you will have that doubt that whether I'll be able to crack it or not. But I think you should be motivated. And whatever happens, success or failure, it is relative, and uh, the journey which you go through, the preparation which you go through, it will teach you a lot. It will add a lot to your knowledge. So self motivation is very important. You should have confidence in yourself.
Absolutely. The hustle is more important than the end point. Means that.
Yes,
Mhm.
the end justifies the means, but the means are more important.
Absolutely.
See, success is very relative term. We see the success of a person, but we do not see the number of
Uh,
failures that that person has. And especially in research also, you do research on something, it is not guaranteed whether you will get success or not. You may be working on a project for 6 months, 1 year continuously, but eventually you see that it is not a successful one. So research and all these things, these journey of life, you see everything.
got it. Got it. So that's it. I think Chiranjeev Bhai have got you everything covered that what you need, and that will be it. So stay tuned for more videos.
Yes. I also thank Pradipta for taking my interview, and all the best to everyone, whatever career they want to pursue. Be
Mhm.
focused, work hard, and surely you'll get success in life.
Mhm.
Thank you
Uh,
very much.
So I will link all the handles of Chiranjeev Bhai in the description for to check it out, guys. That's it. Thank you.